Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome inside the East Hants Sportsplex, Keith Miller Arena, as we get set for some Nova Scotia Junior B Hockey League action between the third place in the Fred Fox Division East Hants Penguins and the fourth place in the Sid Rowe Strait Pirates. Thanks for tuning in here live on High Button Sports. I'm Logan Carruthers, moments away from puck drop here in East Hants. As the Penguins coming in to the game, they have a record of 18-7 on the year. That gives them 38 points so far on the season. As the Strait Pirates coming into this game with a 8-16 record, they have 17 points on the year. As it's played down by the Pirates below the goal line, that's Gillis. They'll try to cycle it back down. It goes off a skate, and the Penguins work it out. Hansen out there to start the game. It'll get sent in off the stick there of number 23, Logan Dorno. One of the new additions for the Penguins since I have recently been here. Chatting with his dad, they're from Toronto. He goes to school at Dalhousie University, so a new addition coming here for school and finding a place to still play hockey in the Penguins. As here's a chance for the Pirates. One too many moves, Excitos. Or sorry, that's number 81, my apologies. That's sent back in below the goal line, or the half wall. Trying to work it out. Here come the Penguins. I'll get chipped around one. McKeegan leaves it at the point. Excitos holds, shoots, and a glove save. That'll lead us into the starting goaltender introduction. Starting in between the pipes for the Strait Pirates, number 31, Neil McLean. He's 1-5 on the season. He's got a 6.23 goals against average and an 8.58 save percentage, 200 feet from him. Between the pipes for the Penguins is number 29, Finton Boudreau. He'll get the nod here tonight against the Pirates, as Boudreau coming into this game, he's got an 8-7 record on the season, 2.94 goals against average and a save percentage of 906. He's been the starting goaltender most of the season for the Penguins. As here's a chance, Saito's shot there. Tram stepping in, one of the new additions as well. Another Ontario-based kid out here for the Penguins, as the Pirates will chip that up into the neutral zone off the skate. McEachern trying to work it in, following it up. Good job there to keep with it. Sampson lets a shot go, and Finton Boudreau sees his first rubber of the game. Excitos on the half wall. He'll put it back for his D-man, as that'll be collected by Morris. Up ahead, picked off at center ice, and back here come the Pirates. Nice pass up ahead. Here's a chance and a diving, sprawling defensive play there to get back, I believe, was Curtin. As he has the puck now, he'll center onto the stick. Oh, sorry, that's Curtin there. Here's Brady Curtin with a step. He gets taken down. Puck trickles in on net, and it'll be held onto for the whistle by McLean, as the man making the play there on the back was Chris Casey, the leading point getter for the Penguins, doing it at both ends of the ice. He has 23 goals, followed up by 22 assists for number 9 this season. You see him on the half wall there, as Nicholson will dig in offensive zone draw against Pryor. Puck battled for, kick back past Casey and out into the neutral zone. McDonald's going to pressure, as Connor Stewart back there for the Penguins gathers the puck up the far side off the official. Nicholson chipping it in, not far enough, as it's back to the point. Good hold there by Nicholson, as he batted that puck out of midair. Here's a shot and a blocker save. Back to the point, Stewart. That's Bryce Stewart out there with Connor Stewart on the back end. Stewart steps up, and if he would have hit the body there, that would have been a big collision, but it elected for the puck, and it's back into the Penguin zone. Worked up, trying to chip it in is McDonald. It's a nice little poke there ahead as the Pirates looking to maintain some offensive zone time. Gillis shot there, and a stick save by Boudreau. Palace centers, picked off. It'll be sent right back in by McEachern. He'll peel off for the change. McDonald's going to pressure as Stewart and McDonald battle for it. It's worked around to the half wall as Samford centers off the body and back. Dorno lets a long shot go past the glove hand side and back into the neutral zone. Here's Camo. Noah Camo, the captain, on the back end for the Penguins. He'll carry it up to the neutral zone. The smooth skating number 44 will backhand it in, bouncing it off the end wall, stopping it up for Campbell, who's pressured there. Campbell turns it over momentarily as Jason Hansen in there on the forecheck. He turns it up to the point. Here's O'Connor. Back for Hansen. Centering pass. Back up top, and O'Connor was going one way. Puck was going the other, and it snuck out of the zone. Here's Jake O'Connor. Nice move around a couple through the neutral zone. Now over the blue line. O'Connor down the wall. In below the goal line. O'Connor surveys, waits, centers. Here's a shot from distance. A glove save. Rebound. Hansen controlling, centering. All the way back. Camo's going to let a shot go, and he scores. Noah Camo on a one-timer off the wall. Make it 1-0 Penguins. And Camo, the captain, leads the way here in the first period. Just over 4.5 minutes into the game, we get our first goal. It's going to be Noah Camo's 4th of the season. Assist going to go to Hansen. So 44 from 47. We'll wait to hear the second assist, but for now, it's Hansen getting the primary apple, and the Penguins up by 1 here at home. Barry plays it up the wing. It'll be centered. Gillis had it go in behind him on an errant pass. Camo trying to stretch the zone. It goes off the man in the zone. That's the captain for the Strait Pirates. Number 17, Caden Power, had it go off the back of his leg, and it's kind of stuck in his gear. Offside call, face-off, just outside the Penguin zone to the other side. Penguins looking to get things going. Here's Nick Excitos. He'll chip that puck in and pressure it. A nice little reverse for Gillis, who will work it up into the neutral zone. Up ahead, trying to spring the man. Camo read it. He'll work it back up. Camo to the middle, looking for 2 as that puck shot just wide. Past the glove. Out come the Pirates, 3-on-3. Good job staying back. There was McKeegan. Delayed offside. Smartly not touched there by Carson McEachern as it's played up over the line. Here come the Penguins. Excitos passing behind him, poked away. And here come now the Pirates through the neutral zone. McEachern, nice little move, trying to toe drag through the legs. And a nice stick to break that up from number 2, Finn Morris. The forecheck for the Penguins continuing. Casey on the half wall, looking the middle. A shot there, had some trouble with it, was McLean. To the point, Tram walks, shoots, and a glove save. And that'll stop play as Neil McLean holds on for the whistle. I'll check to see if there was a secondary assist on the goal for Noah Camo or not for now, as it'll be Sanford picking up the secondary assist. Face off. Battled for, centering. Curtin lets a shot go and a blocker or pad save by McLean. Nicholson down low for Curtin. Intercepted. Up for McDonald on the half wall. McDonald centers off the skate and back into the offensive zone. Here come the Pirates. Nice little reverse for Morris. Nice little move there. Finn Morris right up the gut, and it's picked off by McEachern at center. Chip back in. Here come the Pirates. Looking to get something going in the offensive zone. Finn Morris breaking that up. And out come the Penguins. Nicholson backhands one down to the far corner. Casey to it first. He'll cycle it below the goal mouth. All the way around, though, and back into the neutral zone. Tram will regroup and collect it in his own zone. He'll work it D-to-D for Morris. Up the middle. Dorno got a stick on it. That'll take away an icing and right onto the goal of McLean for a whistle. Durno only playing in, I believe, 8 games. He has 8 points, split 4-4 between 4 goals and 4 assists for number 23, the big forward and the new addition from Ontario for the Penguins. Here going to school, I believe, at Dalhousie. Durno and Tram, the new additions. Here's a chance. Durno had it poked away from him, and back come the Pirates, but not out. Good hold. Here's Stewart. That's Connor Stewart. He'll drive it down low. Stewart still with it, centering. McLean with a good active stick, intercepted that. Back to the point, Bryce Stewart. Hansen, shot, it's blocked. Off the shin pad of Sanford, who picked up the secondary assist. To the point as Dorno back there covering as Connor Stewart got activated. So good relief there from number 23 covering for his D-man. As it goes back, Stewart leaves it for Stewart. That's Connor Stewart up ahead. Chipped in by Sanford, got a piece of it. Trickles down, Campbell gathers below his goal line, trying to make a move behind his back, and he sticks with it. He works it up the wall for McEachran. Through the neutral zone, turned over. That's Carson McEachran wearing number 10. There's a few McEachrans and a few McDonalds out there this evening for the Strait Pirates. Centered onto the stick. Sanford had it poked away from him. The captain, Pryor, will dump it in and take a little hit there by the bench for his efforts. It's a forecheck now for the Pirates, trying to get underway, but it's turned back. Here's Logan Dorno through the neutral zone. Dorno on his backhand will send it in onto the bench of the Pirates, and he'll head off for the change. Face-off will go in front of the Penguins bench. Dorno, I think, was just trying to get it in deep there. Must have flicked up a little on his backhand, elevated it up, and hit one of the players on the Strait Pirates bench, and it'll be a face-off here below us to the right. O'Connor off the draw to the far side, just on the reach. McKeegan will pressure that puck. It's played back. Nice little pass there, but it goes off the skate of McEachran. Back here's Excito, centers. Morin shot there off the pad to the far side. McLean got all of that one. Here's McKeegan trying to work it towards the net. Bouncing puck, McLean, like a infielder, gobbles it up and holds on for the whistle. 11:15 clicking off the clock here as the clock's still running. Down to 11:04 now. Now it stops. 11:04 remaining on the clock. Oh, and they'll add some time back on, it looks like. 11:15 remaining now. Opening period, 1-0 lead. Shots 10-3 in favor of the Penguins here at home. Puck one back to the point. Here's Camo. Has the lone goal for the Penguins so far, the lone goal of the game. Coming for the captain for the Penguins. So he'll back off the blue line as it's chipped back into the neutral zone. He'll gather it up and work it right back ahead. Excitos chips it right back into the zone. Nice stick there as Morin turns it over, centers, in front, pad save, McLean. Just getting the toe down enough to keep that puck out as the Penguins, with a flurry of chances off the forecheck and the turnover by Morin. As they'll change utilities, it's going to be Curtin, Casey, and Nicholson out for the offensive zone draw. O'Connor and Camo will stay out there on the back end. The two top defense pairing, the two top defensemen for the Penguins in 94 and 44. As here's Gillis playing it dangerously in front of his net. And it works out, though, as the Pirates escape pressure. Here's Gillis through the neutral zone over the blue line. With speed, Gillis will drive it below and try to center off the skate of O'Connor. Good stick there by O'Connor. He'll kick it over. Nicholson, a high flip back into the neutral zone. Gillis outside the blue line, sending it right back in. He'll peel off for the change as Pryor's going to pressure O'Connor. He'll wheel. Watch number 94 skate his butts picked off of his stick and up centering pass just in behind the man driving to the net. That was Max Baldwin, the Tassa Duck product, as Nicholson lets a shot go. Action back on both ends of the ice here as Baldwin with a chance on one end, and down the other end there was a chance, or sorry, that was number 19 for the Pirates, Colin Pyre, who drove the net. Or no, it was Max Baldwin who drove the net. There he is, taking the draw. The Tassa Duck product, grew up playing hockey with and against his older brother Luke, who plays for, I believe, the Antigonish senior team. Face-off won by the Penguins. Back, here's Dorno, shot there right into the chest, and McLean will hold on for the whistle. Nice little play there by the Penguins off the draw to work it up to the point. The point man driving down, and Dorno popping into the high slot as he'll dig in for the offensive zone draw after his shot into the chest of McLean. Dorno will lose that draw this time. That puck will get chipped right up into the mesh. Out of play will stop for another whistle. 9:53 remaining in the opening period. 12-3 shots in favor of the hometown Penguins. Logan Dorno in there for the draw once again. He'll lose that. Baldwin snapped it back cleanly. It's rimmed around. McDonald on the half wall. Leaves it there. Max Baldwin. Nice move around one. Up through the neutral zone. Baldwin drives in and over the line. Has it poked away from him. Hansen across. Tram back over the line. Tram centers, trying to connect with the Ontario connection there in Dornum. As Tram, nice back check there. Get back defensively after jumping up in the rush. As McDonald shoots, Finley Boudreau into his chest, holds on for the whistle. As mentioned, chances back and forth here on both ends in the last couple shifts. One for Baldwin, now they are one. Walking off the wall was number 25, Ben McDonald, who let that one go, and able to hold on was Finton Boudreau for a whistle. 9:20 remaining here in the opening period. McEachern center, nice little play there off the face-off by the Pirates. So a couple plays both ends. It was McEachern to McEachern and finding Sampson, who let the shot go, but it was deflected up another play. That'll our offensive zone draw here for the Pirates. They'll win it. Back, here's McEachern. Cycling it back down below the goal line to the far side. Stewart trying to chip it out around the man. Wasn't able to as that centering pass picked off. Connor Stewart got knocked it off there by Piper. Piper stopping up, top of the zone. He'll let a distance shot go. Boudreau fights that off. Here's Stewart. Nice hands there as he flips it back into the neutral zone. It's gloved down. Campbell getting center. He'll send it right back in below the net of Boudreau, where Stewart will stop it up. He'll work it up for Saitos. Saitos through the middle of the ice. He'll dish it wide to the middle. Trying to center it back into the skates, though, of Saitos. Down low to the point. Stewart walks, shoots, and a blocker save by McLean. Morin knocked it off him. Morin gets it back, centers onto the stick, and a blocker save as McKeegan point blank in front, and McLean has the answer. Still 1-0 the lead here. The Penguins now up to 13 shots on the game so far, as McLean has seen quite a bit of rubber here. Still 8 minutes or so remaining in the opening period. Nicholson, offensive zone draw. He'll win it back for O'Connor. He'll walk, shoot, and a blocker save. Once again, McLean steers it into the corner. Casey, down low for Nicholson. Has Curtin in front. It was too hot to handle there. To the point, O'Connor for Camo. He'll let another shot go, and that's blocked away by McLean. And out come the Pirates. Not far, though, as Camo pokes that up at center. He'll spin away from some pressure. Loses his handle on the puck, and now here's a chance for the Pirates. Centering, good defensive play there by O'Connor to get the shin pad down. That shot kicked away by Finton Boudreau, but will stay in the zone. Down low, centering, good stick there. Curtin up with the loose puck. Back over the neutral zone, in over the blue line. Curtin gets smushed, keeps moving, and a shot there. Curtin, as Barry thought he got the best of him. Curtin just kept the feet moving right down and got a chance, but out. Now here's a chance back the other way for the Pirates. Daler lets a shot go wide all the way around. It's going to rim back into the straight Pirate zone as Curtin is going to pressure that. McDonald, Durno off the bench, right into the action. Puck back into the neutral zone. Curtin's going to peel off for the change. So that's going to be Tram with it in his own zone. He'll work it D to D. Morris back for Tram. Tram smoothly through the neutral zone, waiting for an alley to open up. Now he'll find one out the far side wall, stopping up, centering. Off the skate, back into the corner. That was Hansen as it goes up off of the stick and out of play. That'll stop it with 6:39 remaining here. Opening period, 1-goal lead, and the only goal of the game so far coming off the point. Man stick in Noah Como, the assist going to Samford. And Hansen, who sauced it over for Como. From the far side, here's Samford picking up the secondary assist. Hansen with the first out there for the Penguins. Here's Hansen over top of the circles, lets a shot go, he scores. Jason Hansen snipes one home, and it's a 2-0 lead for the East Hants Penguins, as that's Hansen's 13th goal on the season. Make it 13-13 for number 47, as 13 goals, 13 assists, as that'll be a 2-goal lead now for the Penguins here inside the Keith Miller Arena. We are live on High Button Sports. Thank you for tuning in as the action will continue here. 6:25 remaining on the clock, and we're back to play here. He'll be picked up. Stewart, good job keeping his feet moving to get it up over the blue line. Here's Morin, shot, they score! That one goes off the glove of McLean. I bet you he'd want that one back. And just like that, the Penguins lead by 3 on a goal from Nick Morin on a seemingly catchable glove save, and I think McLean just took the eyes off it just a second early, and it went off his glove and into the back of the net. So 47's going to pick one up, and so is 2 and so is 12 in back-to-back shifts. As it's worked back up over the line, Saitos gets a stick on it, taking the icing away. Campbell below his net, pressured by McKeegan. Good job there on the forecheck by the Penguins. The heavy forecheck early on for the team in red. It's down below. Stewart sneaking in, a glove save from McLean, who holds on for the whistle. 3-0 lead Penguins here at home. We'll see if Finn Morris is going to pick up the assist on the Hansen goal. Still no update on the third goal yet, as it will be it'd be Nick Asaitos on the assist as well as number 4. That'll be Bryce Stewart. So Stewart's going to pick up his first point of the game, and Bryce Stewart's up to 10 assists on the season. Pretty solid numbers on the back end. Yet to have a goal, so we'll see if he's active from the back end. You see him get a chance there to stop play as Saitos has Morin on the wall. Morin trying to work it back. He does, but it's in the air past Stewart. Here's Connor Stewart. There's that puck laid there on a good forecheck from Max Baldwin. I'm wearing number 15, no name bar for the Pirates. As out come the Penguins. Asaitos will bat that out of the air. Little baseball play there as McLean plays it up the wall, centering all the way to the far side under the stick. Nicholson will collect it. Aiden Nicholson back for Camo. Camo across for O'Connor, looking for his options. Curtin off the bench. Gets center, takes a little bit of a weird bump, but doesn't go down. Curtin, it ended up right in on net. With McLean will hold on for a whistle. Curtin will have a couple words there for number 20. That's Josh McDonald. Played against Josh McDonald in my time. Played for the Summerside Capitals, won a championship with them. Did Josh, who was the captain of the team that season. Is Nicholson on the draw, trying to use his skates as he was tied up there by number 19, Colin Pryor. Through the neutral zone, in over the blue line. Good step up there. McEachran holding the line, but only momentarily as it's played back for McIntosh. Offside, it's going to go all the way back in front of the, I think it's going to go all the way, not all the way down, but just in front of the Pirates zone to the far side of the ice. Nicholson in there for another draw against Colin Pryor. Camo up ahead. Nicholson over the blue line, turns it over. Camo pokes it right back in. Through the neutral zone, sent back in. Camo read it, waits, moves it up. Here's Curtin over the blue line, trying to center, goes off the skate. Down and below. McIntosh plays it for McEachran. Up the wall. Curtin gathers it back for Camo. Camo centers for Casey. Chris Casey waits, tries to shoot, but one stick handle too many. It had to bounce over his stick. O'Connor back. Camo. Curtin will chip it in. Or sorry, Casey will chip it in. And a full line change. No, Curtin's going to forecheck. Trying to keep the pressure on here are the Penguins. Tram behind his net. Waits. Reverses. As the Penguins. Dorno centers. Tram had to bounce over his stick in the middle of the ice. As Tram will send back. Hayden Tram waits up off the stick of Durno as he connects with his Ontario buddy as they work it in over the line. Now Durno trying to work it out of the corner. Puck centered and into the neutral zone. It'll be collected by Morris. Has an assist in the game here. Does number 2, Finn Morris, as McLean out to stop it. Good, nice little evasive move there by Jesse Daylor to work it up to the far side and back out. Here come the Pirates over the line. Carson McEachern trying to find the trailer, just in behind him. Puck up in the air. Good job there. Sticking with it was Carlin Sampson. Centering pass, picked off. Now it works over. Good job by Hansen sticking with it. As here comes Tram. Gets it over the blue line. Durno pressuring down below the line. Daylor, nice little move. He'll chip it off the boards into the neutral zone. Durno over the red line, will dump it in. Sanford applying light pressure. 2.5 minutes here remaining on the clock. As it's turned over, Morin creating havoc right off the bench. Nick Morin has a goal in the game. Trying to get it back down below the goal line. It's worked up. Trying to center. Good job to keep it in at the line, but only momentarily. That was a Saitos, as it'll be sent right back in. Campbell will dump it hard to the far side around past the Zamboni door. Stewart comes up with the puck. Stewart waits. He'll flip into the feet of Campbell, who clears it up into the East Hants bench, and coaches dodging out of the way of that. Face off will go just in front of the Pirates bench. Shots 21-5 here in favor of the hometown Penguins. As 2:03 remaining, opening period, they lead by 3. Stewart, cross corner dump to the short side. It'll be picked up. McEachern up the wall, centered, off the skate. Saitos back down low. Morin lets a shot go. It goes off the blocker to the point. Stewart, shot, it's blocked. And back into the neutral zone. Here come the Pirates. Chipping that in will be Jamie Daylor. Number 23 and number 24, Jesse and Jamie Daylor out for the Pirates. One on the back end, one up front. Morin crosses up. He'll drop it for the trailer. Stewart, and it's blocked. That time, Connor Stewart waits, walks to the middle, dishes out wide, and a shot there. Morin looking for a stick in front, unable to find one. Bryce Stewart, shot block, and back here comes McEachern, trying to work it up ahead. Morin turns it back into the zone, takes a bump as he chips it in. Morin and McEachern mixed up a little bit on the far side wall. Casey off the bench in there on the forecheck, turns it back up here for O'Connor. O'Connor cross the line, he'll walk, try to pull it around the man, unable to do so as a good stick. Breaking that up was number 25, Ben McDonald. As the Penguins, over 20 shots now here as we're inside a minute remaining in the first, and a shot there. McDonald had it go wide. That time it was Josh McDonald, number 20, out there. Here he has it now over top of the circles. He'll cycle it back down into the corner where Camo will play it around. Ben McDonald read that well. In there on the forecheck with him is Pryor. McDonald, that was not Ben McDonald. That time that was Ben McDonald, not Josh McDonald. As 15 seconds remaining here in the opening period. They'll flush out O'Connor. O'Connor will play it wide for Curtin. 5 seconds remaining. Curtin will play it ahead. Here's a last-minute chance here from Morris, and that'll do it here for the opening 20. After 20 minutes of play, the East Hants Penguins lead the Strait Pirates by a score of 3-0. Goals coming off the stick of Noah Camo, Jason Hansen, and number 12, Nick Morin. Will be back here for second period of action live on iButton Sports after this short intermission. And welcome back here for a second period of action between the East Hants Penguins and the Strait Pirates here live on High Button Sports. I'm Logan Carruthers. Thank you for tuning in here as we are moments away from second period of puck drop, but I'll bring you up to speed if you're just tuning in now. Goals coming from Noah Camo, assisted from Jason Hansen and Samford to open the scoring here in the first period. And then Hansen followed up with one of his own, assisted by number 2, Finn Morris. And then following up right in the same shift, Nick Morin making it 3-0. And that assist will go to number 4, Bryce Stewart, and number 6. There is no 6, number 61, Nick Excitos will pick up the assist, as that is how we got to 3 here into the second period of play now. As here's a chance, and a shot goes high all the way back to the point. O'Connor sending it back in. Not deep enough, though, as McIntosh will send it right back as Dorno in the neutral zone. Nice play to find Samford. Samford has 1 assist in the game so far, as that shot from Dorno is held on to by McLean for a whistle. Face-off will go to the glove hand side of McLean. It's one back. Morris centers. Nice little play here off the draw. The shot goes just wide. As that time it was Morin looking for his second goal of the game. Pirates trying to get it out of their zone. Held in momentarily and sent right back up. Here's a spring chance on the far side for Excitos. Centers. Morin trying to get handle of it. Unable to do so. It's Pryor playing it below his goal for Campbell. Up to the far side. Sampson playing it across here for Pryor. Trying to work it around. Can't do it with one hand. There's a good stick there by Norris. Take that away. Far side. Tram under the stick of Morin at center, and turn back. Here come the Pirates. 2-on-2 and a Morris with a shot block there. Tram chipping it. Good hand-eye and glove to stick there from Morin. Through the neutral zone, over the blue line, Morin, toe drag. He works it in, a shot there as Morin barrels in onto the goaltender. As it looks like it's going to be a penalty to the Pirates. As heading to the penalty box, looks like it's going to be number 19, Colin Pryor. And it'll be a power play for the East Hants Penguins. The first penalty of the game will be charged against the Pirates. The Penguins have a power play percentage of 23%. The PK of the Strait Pirates currently sitting at 69% on the season. The PK for the Pirates trying to kill this one off, keep them within 3 here in the second period. To the point, Dorno back for Tram, down the wall. Here's Hansen. Crossed, Dorno. Waits, back for Hansen. Nice little give and go. Bouncing puck in front. McLean with the first save and unable to keep that one out. And Samford is going to get his second point of the game. Assist going to Hansen and Dorno, and make it a power play goal for the Penguins. And that'll be 4-0 for the team in red, white, and black. As Sanford, Hansen, and Dorno will connect for the 4th goal. And McLean unable to keep that one out. He made the first couple saves, but Sanford was right there sticking with it and buried it home. Didn't take long for the Penguins to capitalize on the power play. Power play running at 23%, pretty solid numbers. Their PK at about 80, so we want to be sitting around 100, 110 between the two, and they are about 103% for both of those categories. As here's Curtin over the line. I thought it might have been offside. Shot off the pad. Casey He tried to get a chance now. Curtin lets that one go wide. And out come the Pirates. McEachern will chip that in on his backhand. Curtin trying to clear it out. Can't do so. McDonald down low. Waiting for an option. It's picked up. Trying to work it back. McEachern had it knocked away from him by Casey, and out comes Casey. Chris Casey trying to center. Goes off the skate. Back into the neutral zone. Trying to work it back in with Stewart, as he's able to now. All the way around. Stopping that up was McLean. In behind the goal. Trying to work it up was McEachern. He will be able to, just outside the line and sent right back. Here come the Penguins. Not far though, as back the Pirates come, and a hit there on McEachern will send him off, and McKeegan will be the one who delivered it. It's back, here come the Pirates one-on-one. Shot there from Gillis. Steered away, Finton Boudreau. He's only seen 6 shots so far here in the game, so it's got to be down there trying to find a way to stay sharp. As here's Morin. Up to the far side of Saitos. Over the line. He'll drive down. Stopping up. Saitos to the point. Good hold by O'Connor. He'll work it in. O'Connor stops. Waits. Down low with Saitos. Centers. McKeegan shot in a glove save. Held on to by McLean for the whistle. As it'll be McLean's between the pipes still. He gets stretched out there as Finton Boudreau, 200 feet from him, trying to stay sharp. As mentioned, the shots now 26 to 6. So almost a 20-shot difference. As the start of the period in the first was kind of back and forth chances, and then the forecheck for the Penguins started to take over and create some offensive zone time to build up and tire out the Pirates. As see here, they working it down low. Stepping in from the point, trying to keep it in. Hansen had it poked around him. Hansen currently with 3 points on the game. He's got a goal and 2 primary assists. Does number 47, the Bedford native. Working it back, and a shot there, sent wide. Past the pad there as a chance now for the Pirates to try to get something going. Baldwin in there on the forecheck. Worked back out here, though, by the Penguins. Hansen sitting on 3 points, working it up over the line. Hansen down low, centering pass, and it's taken away. And back here comes Fire. Through the neutral zone. Sorry, that's Power. Turn back over and sent right back in. Dorno. Weird bounce there as McLean had to be sharp and fight that bouncing puck off. Pirates trying to break things out. As it's chipped back into the neutral zone by McIntosh and sent right back in. Here's McIntosh waiting, centering off the stick of Casey. Tram had it knocked away from him just over the blue line. Now he'll send it in. McIntosh gathers it up. He'll play it across here as Daler looking for the stretch pass for Baldwin all the way around. Icing called against the Pirates. That'll send them all the way back into their zone. 14:39 remaining in the second period of play. 4-0 the lead for the Penguins. They'll have an offensive zone draw. And we've seen a couple little nifty plays here off the draw from the Penguins and from the Pirates when they've had their chances in the offensive zone. But yeah, the Penguins have come up with 2 or 3 grade A chances off of face-offs in the offensive zone here in the opening half of this game. For 14:30 remaining on the clock. As it'll be the secondary assist, I believe, going to Tram on that on the power play goal. And I don't know if that was correct, but Tram will pick it up. So Dorno won't pick it up. It's going to be Tram, number 81, picking up the secondary assist on the power play goal for the Penguins. Casey trying to kick it back in, unable to do so. Here's Campbell, quickly up the wall. It's turned back over. So body's starting to fly here in the second period. Up to center ice. That puck played ping pong there. Now it gets sent in. Boudreau out to play it, loses his stick. Calmly back into his net. Campbell thought he had a little more time. McKeegan off the bench. Stick lifted him. He's up the far side wall by McEachern. Through the neutral zone. Good back check there by McKeegan. Gillis was looking for a call. As McEachern sends that in. Morris through the neutral zone. Finds McKeegan. Lets a shot go from distance. Steered away by McLean. McEachern plays it all the way down. No one touches it, and it's going to be an icing for the Pirates with 13:20 remaining on the clock. Second period of play. Shots now 28-6. So I'll make sure I got the numbers right on the second one. Yeah, Bryce Stewart and Nick Edos for the Nick Morin goal. 4-0. Stewart down the wall to the point. Saitos spins away from a check. Down low. Trying to find someone in front of Saitos. Driving towards the net. Had it go off of his stick. That's blocked to the point but not out. Stewart holds, spins away from pressure. Spinning. Backhanding out in front, and Morin wouldn't come up with it. He'll have it on the half wall, trying to fire it back towards the net. Morin will play it back into the corner. Some physicality for the Pirates now. That's some frustration potentially starting to mount here for the team in white. Is at the blue line. Great job to keep the line was Bryce Stewart. Down low is it Saitos. Stewart in there on the forecheck. That's the defenseman Bryce Stewart. Saitos creating all kinds of havoc and some frustration as it's picked up and wheeled up. Pryor turns it over. Dorno comes up with it. Centers. Morin just over his stick. Clearing attempt goes past Connor Stewart into the neutral zone. Here's Connor Stewart. Quickly up. Dorno over the blue line. Sidesteps a hit to make a play. Saitos tried to sneak it 5-hole, and closing the wickets was McLean. Off the wall shot there. Another chance. That's McLean shutting the door on Morin a couple times there. 12:02 remaining on the clock. 4-0 the lead for the hometown Penguins here inside the Keith Miller Arena. Live on High Button Sports. Thank you for tuning in here as the Penguins looking to stay up in the top of the Fred Fox division, and the Strait Pirates looking to battle back. Here's Camo down the wall. Dorno centered. It goes off a skate and back. Here come the Pirates. 3-on-3. Good back check there by Dorno. He's going to take McDonald. Drop pass picked off. O'Connor read it. He'll play it for Camo. Noah Camo, captain for the Penguins, will work it up for Hansen. Sitting on 3 points in the game. Does number 47, Jason Hansen, the Bedford product. In there on the forecheck. Camo holds the line. Finds Dorno, trying a sharp angle shot, trying to sneak it upstairs. Just high up over the net. Dorno towards the net, trying a little play in front. Trying to fish it between his feet there was Casey, but it went off the skate and back. Here's a chance. McDonald with a break. Fitton Boudreau plays into his own net. Boudreau went to backhand it over to the other side, and he shot it into his own net. And I have never seen that one before. I've seen a couple of mistakes. Boudreau went to play it, I believe, to his D-man on his backhand and just pushed it completely backwards. And that's going to be a Strait Pirates goal, as now they trail by a score of 4-1 as McDonald chipped it in onto Boudreau. I think it was just out of his reach. Boudreau unable to handle it cleanly, backhanded it into the back of his net. And Boudreau, the only cause of the only goal against him so far this evening. As the Pirates trying to get some life back into their legs here after a little bit of an interesting goal, to say the least, as Curtin will forecheck the puck. Casey up the wall. Baldwin will get it out of the zone. It's chipped back in by Josh Gillis. Down below the goal line, Gillis trying to fish it out. He'll come up with it. Gillis trying to center. Baldwin was parked out in front, but out come the Penguins. Nicholson. Morris is going to drive. Nicholson's going to dish it out wide. Casey centering. Nicholson trying to bat it home. Morris coming up with it, shooting. It's steered away by McLean. Casey to the point. Tram shoots, tipped. McLean fought that one off. To the wall. Gillis try to flip it out. Good job getting some hops there from Hansen. Keeping that in. Oh, sorry, that was Curtin. 47 and 27. Both pretty good hockey players. Good back check there by Curtin, creating the turnover. As it'll be collected there. Morin. Cross ice. It's up in the air. Unable to handle it cleanly. Was Morin down the far side wall. Tram with the puck. Spinning backhand pass. Unable to connect cleanly with McKeegan. And out come the Pirates. Sampson over the blue line. He'll drive wide. Centering off the shaft of Boudreau. Back to the point. Holding it back down the wall was Daler below the goal line. Pryor up to the point. McEachran's going to walk in, shoot. It's fought off by Finton Boudreau. Down low, the Pirates shot there. That goes off the crossbar that time. Past the glove of Boudreau. Centering. That puck back up over the line. The Penguins forced to tag up as the Pirates can break the puck out with a little bit less pressure, but it's turned over at center ice. Here's Stewart. Bryce Stewart to his backhand, centering out in front and unable to come up with it. McKeegan and Morin both had a try at it, but neither of them weren't able to get the puck to the net. Down low, Morin trying to center. Good stick there by Daler. On the half wall, centered for Pryor. Up over the line, Pryor. Down below the goal line, he'll rim it around. Dorno centers out to the neutral zone. Sent back in just over the line, Dorno. Chipping it back ahead, here's Morin. Nick Morin walks in, shoots. And it goes wide past the blocker side and all the way back down. Here's a chance for Gillis. He'll stop up. Jesse Gillis this time. Below the goal line, centers off the stick. Back to the point, stepping in. Good job there to step in was Angus Barry. Below the goal line, Barry waiting to the point. Campbell walks, shoots, and a blocker save by Boudreau. To the neutral zone, not out. Barry holds the line. McDonald tried a backhand attempt. Hansen this time will clear it all the way up over the line for Stanford. He had it worked back over the blue line. Now he'll dump it in. Dorno taps one side, pressures the other. Almost turns it over, but Angus Barry sticking with it. Back up the far side, Barry. Toe drag to the outside around O'Connor. Barry below the goal line. He tries to center. Hansen off of his skate. Collected up. Gillis spins it below the goal line. Camo around for O'Connor. O'Connor up the wall. Dorno waits. Finds Camo. Nice job finding the D-man to activate him up the ice. The smooth skating defenseman cuts to the middle. Camo try one too many moves. Off his stick. O'Connor. And great job there by Josh Gillis that time on the back check. And here's a 2-on-1. McDonald has a man open up for him. One-timer attempt and unable to find the back of the net there. Boudreau scrambling back into his crease. As it's played around. Not out though as Nicholson will leave the zone. Camo, high flip in the air. Sanford picking it up. Sanford, nice little pass. Nicholson can't find it. The back of the net is a nice pad save there from McLean. And he fights off another one. Neil McLean getting into this game a little bit more as a couple saves there on a couple grade A chances for the Penguins. Down low, trying to center was Casey. Unable to as out come the Pirates. That's McEachran. Carson McEachran trying to drive through. Morris picks it off. He'll go down. No call. They'll play on. The refs are going to let him play. That one goes off the iron. And out to the far side. Chip back down. Trickling puck. Won't have enough for icing as it'll force the man back. Luke McEachran. He'll have it. Pressured a little bit. He'll move it across. Taking his time. McIntosh up into the neutral zone. Over the stick. Tram collects. Morris setting it back into the neutral zone. Here's Curtin. Over the line. He'll work it in. Curtin, distance shot sent wide. Morin on the half wall, waiting. He'll cut up and delay to the point. Walking. Morris lets a shot go and a glove save will hold on by Neil McLean for the whistle. 5:34 remaining in the second period. Some action now on both ends here once again. Shots 36-10 in favor of the Penguins, but Wow, what a couple chances there for the Pirates to try to get back within 2 here in this game as it's one back. Saitos walks, waits to the point, down low. Morin centers, good stick by McLean, knocks that away. And out come the Pirates. Sampson drops, shot, Fandon, second shot goes wide. As this Josh McDonald got the pass on the trailer. Now back here comes the Penguins offside. Morin making a move at the line. Sitting his man offside will stop play. 5:10 remaining in the period. 3-goal lead for the Penguins here in the second period. McKeegan out there. He's got Morin and Saitos up front. Stewart with Stewart on the back end. Stewart across for Stewart. That's Connor to Bryce. Bryce over the line. He'll chip it in. Off the end wall, trying to work it out is another good stick there from McLean. Pryor taking his time, waiting for an option. He'll flip it into the mesh out of play. That'll stop it with 4:52 in the second period remaining. Pushed ahead, Hansen on the draw. Now working it out, Hansen trying to get it back. Sent back in off the weird bounce there from Stewart. Working back, here come the Pirates. Up into the neutral zone. Stewart though inside his line. He'll spin away from pressure. Connor Stewart up the wall as Samford gets center. Hard rim around. McLean got a piece of it. He'll slow it down. Enough there to play it in behind was Angus Berry. Baldwin centered, turns it over though. Back down low, here's Hansen. Centering out in front, Sampson couldn't come up with it. Here's Stewart. Bryce Stewart's shot is blocked. Dorno, high slot shot, that goes wide as he was trying to pick up stairs, unable to. Down low, here's Hansen, centers. Sanford looking for an option. He gets barreled over from Barry, and a very delayed call from the back official. I'm interested to see what that's going to be called for. A charging call for a push to the back. And it looks like it's going to be number 26, Angus Barry, to the box for charging. Interesting call for a charging call. It's going to be a power play, the second power play. Now for the Penguins, it's their second power play of the game. They were able to capitalize on their first one. Their power play, as I mentioned, coming into the game with 23%. The PK for the Strait Pirates, 69% on the year. Here's a chance, rebound fought off, another chance, and it's steered into the corner. That clearing attempt fan on, second clearing attempt will get back into the neutral zone over top of center ice. Camo waits, dishes with speed. Here comes Connor Stewart over the line. Stewart down the wall. He'll drive it, center it, off the skate, and Campbell coming up with it and clearing it all the way down on to Finton. Boudreau, who will leave it there for Stewart. Connor Stewart below his net. He'll have Camo swing one side, Casey swing the other. Is Camo up over center, now over the blue line, working it down. Camo waits, shot, scores. Camo from a sharp angle, snipes, and tucks it in on the short side. Noah Camo picking that puck up in his own zone, using his speed down the wall, and make it 2 for number 44. And it'll be a power play goal for the Penguins to make it 5-1. The assist is going to go to number 7, Connor Stewart. And I think actually Finton Boudreau should pick up the secondary assist on that as he stopped it and left it for the man. Off the official's hand, he shakes that off. It's back to action here. 5-1 and a power play goal from Camo. From Stewart, we'll wait to hear on who gets a secondary assist. If we rewind it, I think Boudreaux should pick up, but they're only going to give one to Stewart in the power play goal, the second, as they're 100% of the power play here this evening. Is the team in red as it's sent back all the way down. Morris below his goal. He'll use it to protect himself as man takes a tumble there awkwardly and slow to get up, but he's all right. He's, I think, frustrated by losing his own edge. He's peel off to the bench. Trying to sneak in behind there was Daler. This puck into the neutral zone. Worked back here by Daler. That time it was Jesse Daler. As Jamie covers for him at the point. Here's a chance for the Pirates, and good job there by Boudreaux holding on to the loose puck for a whistle. So the second power play goal for the Penguins is going to put them up by 4. As I think the lone goal is going to go to number 25, Ben McDonald, who dumped the puck in onto Fintan Boudreaux, who played into his own net. So the lone goal for the Pirates is going to go to number 25, Ben McDonald. Face off, won back by Hansen. Hansen, that clearing attempt from O'Connor got picked off. Here's a chance, and what a finish. Pryor, right in tight, forehand, a backhand, and that'll put the Pirates within a 3-goal deficit once again. As that goal coming for Pryor, it'll be his 7th goal on the year. He's got 13 assists, so make it 20 points on the season for the captain in white. 5-2 the score now. Face off, played back into the Penguin zone. Camo will gather it up. He'll look up ice, wait for something to develop. Camo's going to skate it. He's got 2 on the game. Looking for number 3. Sent right in onto McLean. McLean's going to leave it there for Pryor. He turns it over momentarily, but picking it up and chipping it up. Heads up into the bench. It hit Morris. 100% it hit the man on the bench. I don't know what took so long. It's going to go all the way back into the zone. The longtime official, Chasson, picking that puck up, or picking it up all the way over from the far side of the ice. So good to see he's still sharp. As the face-off will go back to the glove hand side. Dorno. And face-off will wait. They'll back up the Strait Pirates. Dorno loses that draw. It's 1 though. Back here's Barry. Below his goal line, he'll play it to the far side. As that puck chipped back here for Power. So it was Power who scored that goal, not Pryor. So Power, number 17, he's got 11, make it 12 goals on the year. Here's Power trying to sneak one in. The Pirates looking to get back within 2 as they have a flurry of opportunities. As O'Connor working his way out. Inside a minute remaining here in the second period. Sent in. McLean will play it all the way around. Hansen to it first. Down low, Samford. Trying to find the man back door off the skate here. Stewart's shot there is blocked. Power up with the loose puck. Half a minute remaining here in the second period of play. Power turns it over. Chops Casey down. That was a trip. I don't know where the call was there. Is back. Here come the Pirates. Through the neutral zone. Stewart delays. Power picks it up. Power shoots, and a shot there off the glove of Boudreaux. Back to the point, 10 seconds remaining. Shot there off the skate, in below the goal line. Casey is going to try to pin it up. Nicholson picks it up, waits behind his net as he ran into the man there. Was Stewart and Casey, and that'll do it here for the second period of play. So after 2, the Penguins lead the Pirates by a score of 5-2. We'll be back for third period of action live on High Button Sports after this 15-minute intermission. And welcome back, folks, for a third period of action between the East Hants Penguins and the Strait Pirates. Thanks for tuning in here live on High Button Sports. If you're just tuning in, the Penguins lead 5-2 over the Pirates here coming into the third period as we are underway. 2 power play goals in the second for the Penguins, coming off the stick of Samford, and Noah Camo picking up his second. He started the scoring way back in the first period. As Hansen trying to center there, he has it in the slot. Works it back up top of the zone. Now he'll backhand it down low for Sanford. Has a goal on the game. Back up top, Camo for Sanford. Sanford across O'Connor. Nice little fake shot there. He'll pull it in and shoot it. He fanned on that puck as Durno, short angle shot there and a save by McLean, fighting that off on the short side. To center and sent right back. Hansen will dump that around. McLean unable to gather it behind his net. Samford to it first. Back up right off the bench, McKeegan. Poked off of his stick, out comes McEachern. Pressured on the back check by McKeegan. He'll dish it off for Gillis out of his reach. Into the corner, Tram stops up behind his net. He'll play it for Saidos. Saidos through the neutral zone, off the stick of McKeegan, picked up Morin. Over the blue line, Nick Morin has a goal in the game. He'll chip it in deep. Campbell for the Pirates coming up with it. He'll send it up the wall. Unable to get it out though with Sampson. McKeegan in there. It's turned back up and into the neutral zone off the body. As here comes Daler. Daler lets a shot go and a blocker save by Boudreau. Up back into the neutral zone. Here come the Penguins. Nick Morin pressured on the wall. That drop pass poked back into the neutral zone. Morris back for it. He'll work it here for Tram. Tram chipping it up ahead. And it's turned over. Here's a chance. Back the other way. Power lets a shot go and up into the mesh. Out of play. Will stop for the whistle as Caden Power has one in this game. He's up to 12 goals, 17 assists for the captain in white, wearing number 17. Face off back in the Penguin zone. It'll be one back by Nicholson. Up for Curtin through the neutral zone. Brady Curtin dumps it in, bobbling puck. Casey comes up with it. Down low, centering off the skate back to the point. Stewart down low, picked off. Campbell working it back through the neutral zone. Here's Campbell, will dump it in. That's Cole Campbell, number 3, the defenseman, in there on the forecheck. As bodies flying over, Curtin, glove to stick. He'll work it back to the neutral zone. Good back check there by McDonald. He has the first goal, as it's credited to him after Boudreau put it into his own net, but it was McDonald who dumped it in onto Boudreau, and so McDonald dumped it in and Boudreau went to play it, mishandled it, misplayed it, whatever you want to say, and it ended up in the back of his net. That was the first goal for the Pirates. It'll be awarded to Ben McDonald, and then the second one coming off the stick in later on in the second period from their captain in Caden Power, his 12th of the year. Puck worked outside the line. Stamford is forced to check back up. Here's Cole Campbell. Waits. Turns it over. Stamford picking it up. He lost an edge as he was driving towards the net. To the point. Stewart fakes a shot, working it back down the wall. This is Connor Stewart. Below the goal line. Stewart waits. Works it back here for Bryce. Stewart lets a shot go. Doesn't make its way to the net. And out come the Pirates. Campbell. He'll dish it for Gillis. Gillis trying to run through Stewart at the blue line. Dorno in there helping out on the back end. Dorno spinning away from the pressure there. Centering pass goes off the stick back to the point. Shot goes off the end wall into the front as Baldwin was waiting for it, but it's scooped up by Dorno and worked out the far side. Logan Dorno down the wall. Good job there. He centers. Here's a shot and a blocker save from McLean. Point blank. And another shot there and a glove save as the shot in front was Hansen that got that away on a nice feed from Logan Dorno. But up for the task twice there was goaltender Neil McLean. Played with Neil McLean back in the day, defenseman now playing for the senior team, I believe also in Antigonish. So good to see him, or maybe it was Cape Breton, but I think it's Antigonish. As Excitos digging in here on the draw against McDonald. This time it's number 20, Josh McDonald on the draw, not number 25, Ben. Josh McDonald closed the legs, tried to block a shot. Morin trying to bat home the rebound, unable to, and out come the Pirates. Through the neutral zone, chipping that in. To the end wall was Josh Gillis, as Casey from his backside will play it up the wall. Or sorry, that was O'Connor. As it's worked back through the neutral zone. Excitos walks in, lets a shot go, and a glove save by McLean. Stops play. 15:37 remaining in the period. Still 5-2 the score for the hometown Penguins. Nicholson on the offensive zone draw. He'll lose that back into the corner. The Pirates coming up with it. He'll work it to the middle. Here's Parker with a break prior. Working it in is, sorry, that was Power. Caden Power looking for his second goal of the game. He cycles right onto the other captain stick, Camo. A high flip all the way down. Casey's going to get to it first to take away the icing on the end wall. Played back up the wall. Nicholson to it first. So here's Power. Lets a shot go over to the far side. It'll be picked up and controlled by Daler. Down below, centering pass. O'Connor intercepts and works it up for Nicholson. Aiden Nicholson through the neutral zone. Curtin drags the toe and an offside call will stop play. I thought Curtin had the leg dragged back far enough. We'd like to thank all the sponsors here this evening. The gold, silver, and community sponsors for the Penguins. You see the gold, now you see the silver, the bronze, and the community sponsors. Thank you to all that sponsor this Junior B hockey team in East Hants as it's worked back. Here through the neutral zone, the Pirates working it in. Chip back to center. Here's Samford over the line. Samford stops up, centers off the skate, and that'll be jumped onto there by McLean for a whistle. Puck worked back and into the bench as Tram tried to flip it back. So I don't know why Tram put it into his own bench. The faceoff should be in front of his bench. They're going to put it back in front of the Strait Pirates bench. Face-off is won by the Penguins all the way back. Tram stops up, waits. He'll play it D to D. Morris, he'll play it over to the far side. Dorno for Hansen, back to Dorno, and a shot there into the chest of McLean for the whistle. And a little bit of extracurricular here. Gillis has a couple words for Tram. We'll wait to see. It looks like it's going to be Tram to the box along with Gillis. Didn't quite see what happened there. They must have been jawing going up the ice, so going to head to the box there. Hayden Tram for Ruff. They're both going to go for Ruff. It's going to be number 7, Jesse Gillis for the Pirates. 14:01 remaining in the third and final period of regulation. 5-2 lead for the Penguins. It's going to stay 5-on-5, I believe. down below. In behind the goal line, the Pirates control. Back up into the neutral zone. Played over. Morin up over the line, cutting to the middle, almost right into the man there. McIntosh stepping up. As Stewart will send that all the way around to the far side. It's McEachern up off the glass. Good job there by Stewart. Glove to stick, trying to get it back down though by Pryor. Will take that option away as it's back here. McEachern centers. Here's a chance for the Pirates. A shot there, and Boudreau with a high chest save. Puck falls into his glove. He'll hold on for the whistle as the chance for the Pirates. Carson McEachern breaking it over the line. A great feed up ice from number 27, Luke McEachern. So maybe some brotherly connection potentially, or cousins of some sort. And then McEachern's connecting there for a chance for the Pirates. Face-off won by the Penguins. Here's Stewart using his net to create some space. Casey centers off the stick. Here's Nicholson. Has Curtin. Nicholson sauce across, and McIntosh diving down takes that option away. Stewart, shot, blocked, rebound. Nicholson scores. Hayden Nicholson capitalizing on the opportunity in front, and he has his 13th goal of the season. Number 77, putting them back up on top by 4. As Bryce Stewart's going to pick up his second assist. See if there was a secondary on it, but back to action here as the Penguins now up by 4 once again. Camo, nice little move behind his net. He'll play it up, but not out. Sent back in behind. O'Connor reversing for Camo. Camo centered for Nicholson, the latest goal scorer for the Penguins. Will play it up. Here Casey drives, shoots, and a chest save. Fighting that off was McLean. Still in between the pipes after giving up 6. Good to see him battling it out here. As here's Casey over top of the circles. Backdoor pass, and Camo make it 3. The captain with a hat trick here on the Saturday night game in East Hants. And Noah Camo leading the way, scored the first goal of the game, scored the 5th, and now scoring the 7th for the hat trick. Camo, what a night for number 44, and the captain went from 3 goals to 6 goals all in one game. Quite a good jump there for him. He's got 6 goals now and 15 assists if he hasn't picked one up somewhere throughout the way here this evening. But mostly he's been in the goal category, has number 44. The smooth skating defenseman, the overager for the Penguins. As it's worked in, McLean will stop it up and hold on for the whistle. I'll try to see if there was a secondary assist or what, and the assist on the Camo goal and the secondary assist for the... So no, Stewart picked up the low one. Casey's going to pick up an apple, and so is Curtin. So number 9 and number 27 on the latest Camo goal. So for Chris Casey, having himself an absolute year this season. Number 9 has now, he's got, with an assist here tonight, he's got 23 and 23 for the Penguins this season. 46 points on the year for number 9. Quite an impressive stat line for him. I was in attendance for a game where I think he had 5 goals and an assist. He had 6 points or something crazy like that. But number 9 having himself a year and trying to continue the momentum into playoffs. Here's a shot. Rattles all the way back into the Penguin zone. So Brady Curtin and Chris Casey getting announced for the assist on the latest Camo goal to put them up by 5, the largest lead they've had on the game as it's worked back. Here's a chance for the Pirates. Power, backdoor pass. Boudreau closes it up enough to keep the puck out. What a save by Fintan Boudreau. As out comes Morris. Through the neutral zone, Morris. First Sanford wide, he'll chip it in. Bouncing puck below the goal line. McKeegan, sharp angle shot. Sharp angle shot. Fought off. Here's another chance. Bouncing puck in front and bearing it home. McKeegan picks up the rebound and make it an 8-2 lead as McKeegan buries it home, and Caden McKeegan will pick up his first goal of the game and of the season for number 18. Congratulations, Caden McKeegan. He's got 8 helpers on the year, but none in the goal category, and Caden McKeegan will pick up his first of the year. The players knew that instantaneously, picking up the puck out of the net and flipping it into the bench to their coach to go get that taped up. And congratulations to number 18. And the Penguins now lead here by 6. We'll wait to see who the second and maybe third assist on the McKeegan goal is, but for now, it is McKeegan with his first goal of the season. Sanford might have picked up another assist there. There's a Saitos trying to get a shot away. He's tied up a little bit. Puck in his skates, and out come the Pirates. Heard some footsteps coming. Decide to leave the puck there. As back the Penguins through the neutral zone. Here's Stewart having himself a solid game here. Has 2 assists. Works into his backhand. Stewart couldn't find it to go home. As what a chance there for Bryce Stewart. He's looking for his first of the year. He's got 9 helpers on the season. Unable to find the back of the net there. A great display of skill and hands. But man, Bryce Stewart just unable to slide it through. And it's going to be McEachern to the box, 2 front, sportsmanlike. And 2 for a slash. And a 4-minute double minor coming up for the Penguins, who are 100% on the power play here this evening. As McEachern in the box for 4 minutes. Morin and Stewart will pick up the assist. So 12 will pick up another tally, and so will number 4. As power play underway. Walking over, Hansen drops it. Stewart shot there. It's blocked to the point and out. Hansen will regroup in the neutral zone. Stewart has 4 assists here tonight. That brings him up. 4 assists, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, he's got 3 assists here tonight. So that'll bring him up to 12 assists on the year. Dorno on the ice on the power play. Here's the announcement of the first McKeegan goal. Gives his buddy a stick tap at center ice mid-play. As here's Morin picking up an assist on the last goal. Drops it off and all the way back into the neutral zone. It'd be interesting to see Morin, his stat line here tonight. He's got 1 assist and he's got a goal as well. So number 12 getting on the score sheet a couple times. Camo getting on it a couple times. This man right here getting on it a couple times. And the Penguins lead here by 6 on an 8-2 lead right now with just under 9 minutes. Camo working in, looking for number 4. Back to Asitos. D to D. That's Connor Stewart for Camo. Waits. Back for Stewart. Walks in. Stewart looks. Waits. Holds on. Around for Morin. 7-77. Back for 44. Here's Camo. Camo. Toe drag shot. Trying to sneak it on the short side. It goes out all the way around to the far side point and out into the neutral zone. Sent back, and it's going to be Gillis is going to pressure as Camo back for it. Camo below his goal line. He'll drop it off for Connor Stewart. Noah Camo will peel off for the change. As 2 minutes now remaining here on the power play. As the power play no longer 100% for the Penguins. Back to the point. Stewart walks, shoots, rebound, and McLean reaches back and somehow able to keep that out from behind from touching the twine. As you hear the goal horn go off, in East Hants, the time clock attendant thought maybe they had scored and he hit the buzzer just a little prematurely there. So it wasn't a goal. Still 8-2 the score. As Neil McLean with a really nice save there on the penalty kill. Your penalty kill is only as good as your goaltender can be, and it's always nice to have an extra man out there killing off a penalty between the pipes. As here's a nice feed. Hansen shoots, and a blocker save by McLean to the point. Dorno, D to D. O'Connor, down low. Hansen shot, rebound, and they clear it into their own net and make it 9-2. As I don't think Sanford got a piece of it. Hansen, I think, will pick up the goal, and now the horn blares out here in the Keith Miller Arena as the Penguins lead by 7. That'll be 3 for 4 on the power play for them, 75% for the team in red on the power play here tonight. We'll have to wait and see who got the goal, because I think it went off the stick of the defenseman in front into their own net. So we've seen 2 own goals, one by a goalie, one by a defenseman here this evening. Kind of seen a little bit of everything. It's back up to the neutral zone. The Pirates turn it over at the blue line. McKeegan drives the net. Curtin centers for him all the way back. Out into the neutral zone. McKeegan seeing if the flex on his stick is still there, seeing if it's still one piece. Back inside the blue line. Good hold there, is working it in. Powers shot sent wide past the pad. Back into the neutral zone. Hansen's going to pick up an assist. Didn't quite hear who scored the goal. It's the Pirates now with an offensive zone time. He'll work it down below. Here's Sampson. Pressured off it by Morin, who will leave it there for Curtin. Brady Curtin. Cross for Excitos. Over the line, Nick Excitos stops, centers back door, looking for McKeegan, trying to get his second of the game. It's potentially his third. Now that stick is definitely toast as he drops it. So it's worked back here by the Pirates. Shot there, fought off. It's a goal yet to update online, so still unable to figure out who picked up the last goal for the Penguins. But with just under 6 minutes remaining here in the period, the Penguins look for more, as they're going to be careful in behind the play not to do something stupid here. Playoffs just around the corner. Back here come the Pirates. Gillis, still no update online for the score. Gillis takes a tough ride there from Camo, free of charge. It's Camo with the puck. He'll play it up into the neutral zone. Casey dumps it in. McLean sticking this one out. He's still in between the pipes. He'll block that over the half wall. Hansen, who picked up an assist on the recent goal. I did hear that come through over the PA system. It's taken down with Gillis, who it's back now through the neutral zone. Here's Campbell over the blue line. Campbell shoots, and a glove save by Boudreau holds on for the whistle. Shots 53-21 in favor of the Penguins as they lead by 6. They lead by 7. So it's going to be a Sanford goal for the 9th goal. Sanford, it's going to be Hansen on the assist, and Tram will pick up this secondary apple, so he adds another point to his shortened season. He's got 5 now, 3 assists attached on to 2 goals. There's a shot there and held on to by Boudreau for the whistle. Just under 4.5 minutes remaining here in the third period. So I wouldn't even been able to list off all the goals and things and assists because most of them have secondary assists, but I will say Hansen, 4 points on the night, a goal and 3 assists for number 47, and the production for that man is continuing here heading into the postseason. Moraes stops up, shoots, and a glove save all the way around. Another shot there, pad save, Asidos drives, and McLean will jump on the rebound. Jason Hansen came into this game with 12 goals, 13 assists. He's going to leave right now, currently sitting with 13 goals and an impressive 16 assists. Starting to creep up there. Nicholson out there. He's got 12 goals and 16 assists. As McLean's going to have to adjust the pad strap, I believe it came loose or off. They do have a backup on the bench. Backup for them tonight is Liam McGilp. His record is 5-7, a 5.04 goals against average, and a .879 save percentage. McLean's gonna get the blocker and glove back on and stay between the pipes, though. Nicholson will dig in on the draw. Battled in the corner, Casey. He gets taken down, puck cleared back, but now it will be carried out by the Pirates. Nice little pass there for Sampson, and a shot there, that raised high up over top of the net of Boudreau. Here's Power, smartly at the blue line, dumps it down low, Sampson for Power. Pinched off by Stewart in the corner. Back up, Casey centers, onto the stick. Here comes Stewart, looking for his first goal of the season. Stewart drops it off, takes a hit. He's going to drive the net. Back for Stewart, banging it home. Stewart gets barreled into the net, and the net off its bearings. Stewart and his team looking to make it 10-2 as all the players on the bench, hands in the air. They just want their D-man to score one goal this season as he's up playing forward right now. So number 4, elevated up front here, Bryce Stewart. He's got 9 assists. Tonight he's got 3 assists, so he's got 12 assists on the season, but no goals. As he drove the net hard there, tried to bang it home. The team just wants one for him, as the only other person coming into this game without a goal was Isaac Lawson, who's not playing tonight, and McKeegan, who scored here this evening. So now they're trying to get one for number 4. Here's Stewart. Connor Stewart shoots in front. Bryce shoots and just sent it wide. Bryce Stewart trying to get his first goal and not helping his cause as he had an opportunity there and sent it just wide. He'll stay out. Up ahead. Past Stewart. Now he'll peel off. 3:06 remaining here. As to the point, Hansen. Sanford shoots and a blocker save. Seared up into the mesh for the whistle as McLean saw that one from distance from Sanford. Stewart, I'm sure the frustration, but hey, you know that goal is going to come at an unexpected time and when they are going to need one, so save it up and keep it locked and loaded for the playoffs, young man, and don't keep getting frustrated. I know it can be, but it'll come at a time when you're not expecting it and when you most need it. So here's a chance and a shot there. McKeegan looking for number 2 as he's had a taste of what a goal feels like here in the Junior B League. Curtin waits, centers, clear back, held in. Norris below the goal line. Hansen centered. O'Connor at the point, shot blocked by Campbell. Down by 8, still laying the body on the line. Number 3 for the Pirates. Here's McKeegan at the blue line. Got to be careful. He'll get it back down the wall. Samford centering, trying to find Hansen. He was looking for a second on the back door as out comes Campbell. Campbell's had a few good reads here and a couple rushes in this game as he'll work it down in the corner. Sharp angle shot is blocked off the skate of O'Connor, and out comes Samford. For the Penguins, Samford over the blue line. Waits, drops it to the high guy. Morris had it go off of his backhand and back. Here's Power, one-on-one against Nicholson. Forgot the puck, delayed offside as the Penguins will get a free breakout. O'Connor, he'll work it across for Casey. Casey back up over the blue line for Nicholson. Shot trickles on, and you see Stewart back out here for the last minute and 30 seconds of regulation. And an offensive zone draw for the Penguins. See if they can't get number 4. Just one tally. They'll talk over a play here for him. So maybe he'll drive the net. Maybe he'll pop up high. We'll wait and see. Or see maybe Chris Casey's going to push it forward. And now Stewart's going to have to take the draw. So the defenseman will have to be forced to take the draw. He's kind of shaking his head like, what did I get myself into playing up here? As he'll push it forward, get taken down, stick with it. Back to the point. Stewart for Camo. Tipping in front, Bryce Stewart trying to get a stick on it. Down low, Stewart still forechecking it. Around for Sampson. Sampson will rim it around to the far side for Power. Power, clearing attempt. Can't get it out past Connor Stewart. Waits. He'll try to work it down low. As Bryce Stewart gets it. Casey looking backdoor. Stewart can't bury it home on the backdoor feed. Shot from distance, sent wide. Casey sent in below. Stewart pressures and back out. Here come the Pirates, flipping that up. Camo had trouble with it. It's worked in here. Sampson shot and a glove save held onto with 37 seconds remaining in regulation here in East Hants. Bryce Stewart with 3 or 4 chances there. Can't find the back of the net for his first of the season. But like I said, stick with it, young man. It's going to come when you're least expecting it and most needing it. It always does for those guys that no goals, but with an impressive 12 assists on the year. Pretty solid defender for the team in red as you see Curtin looking for him. Trying to work it out front was Brady Curtin here with 15 seconds remaining in the period. The Pirates working it back into the neutral zone. That'll just about do it as down to 5 seconds remaining. It's Baldwin working it in. He's going to pressure the puck. And that'll be sent back in below. And that'll do it here for this one in East Hants as a 9-2 victory for the Penguins over the Pirates. A little bit of John going on here after between Gillis and Nicholson. But the Penguins with an impressive game here tonight and a 9-2 victory over the Strait Pirates. I'm Logan Carruthers with High Button Sports. Thank you for tuning in here this evening as we'll be back here with more action from the Igloo in some time. Thank you once again and have a great night. We'll see you later, folks.